Hey, what's up YouTube? Donovan the Smartphone Guy coming back at you with another video, and tonight we're going to take a look at another pair of true wireless earbuds, and these are coming from a company called Jabees. You can pick these up on Amazon for roughly around $100, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that real quick. They come in three different colors, so they come in black, gray, and rose gold, all of them coming in at $100. So I picked up the black version, so you can see that here. So we're going to go ahead and go over the specs, things like that, and talk about whether they're worth it and compare them with some other devices, some other Bluetooth true wireless earbuds as well. So this is the case that they come with, which I really like. So you can see how they fit right in there. And yeah, so that's pretty nice. And then here are the actual earbuds. So they are, first of all, very, very tiny. You can see that they are definitely not the largest earbuds that I'd ever used, for sure. So pretty easy to lose if you aren't keeping very good track of your stuff. So that charging case itself comes with a 450 milliamp hour battery built into the case itself, and so you'll charge up the case and then put the earbuds in the case to charge them up. Just a few of the little features here that they mentioned. So Bluetooth 4.1, HD stereo, and I'm gonna say right now that the sound quality coming out of these little guys is superb. I'm pretty amazed at it, actually. So multi-point, you can connect them to multiple devices at the same time, so you can maybe listen to some music on your computer and have them connected to your phone at the same time in case you get a phone call. So 4 hours of talk time, 3 hours of music playback. I've really only made a couple of phone calls, so I can't really speak to that battery life there, but definitely the music is 3 hours. That's very accurate. Standby time of 60 hours. I can't speak to that at this moment, but I'm assuming that they're probably correct about that. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the box and see what you get in it. So we're going to slide that off to the side. Slide that off to the side. That's where the earbuds and the actual charging case would be. And then inside we get our accessory kit, and we get a micro USB for charging them. This is kind of insane, the number of ear tips they include. I am not really sure why they include so many. So I've been using the ones that are designed for, I'd say, active use, because they have these little hooks that hook into your ear. And so I'm using the large version of those. That's what I have on here now. And so I have run with these, and they stay in your ear quite well during a run, so that's a huge plus. These are the harder tips. So these are excellent if you're just trying to get a real good sound quality out of them. And then these ones are much softer. So these ones are, I'm not sure, they're just a lot more pliable. So I guess these would probably be the most comfortable ones. I really only used the ones that are designed, that I have on there now, for active use, and then the larger version of these as well. So in terms of sound quality, the best I got was out of these. But in terms of keeping them in your ears, definitely the ones that have the ear hooks work a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and set all those ear tips off to the side. You do also get some quick reference guides, a bunch of information about how to get them set up. And we're going to go through that anyways, so I'm going to set that off to the side. And let's go ahead and take a look at the case. So I'm going to go ahead and pop them in here. And with this case, you're getting another roughly around 3 full charges. So you're looking at about, well, they actually claim 12 hours of battery life with the case and the earbuds. It's a little bit less than that for me. So I get about 3 hours out of the earbuds themselves, and then about 3 full charges. So roughly around 9 hours, or maybe just a little bit more than 9 hours, because I'm getting like 3.5 charges with the case so far. So I've got a little open button, then just a power button. So here you can see that apparently the left earbud is fully charged. The right earbud, it needs a little bit of a charge. And then here it's showing you the actual battery level of the case itself. So I'm going to go ahead and pop them out because, well, they're basically fully charged. And we're going to go ahead and connect them real quick to my, what is this? This is my ZTE ZMAX Pro. So I had them connected to this already. We're going to go ahead and, oh, I've been using these listening to the game. Oh, breaking. Did they just win? Here it is. Oh, Duke was just upset by South Carolina. Sorry, all of you Duke fans out there. All right, so we're going to get rid of that and jump into Bluetooth here. So jump in here. All right, so you see got a few devices that have been connected recently. So one thing that I will mention is these buttons right here, these are to power them on, and really they're your pretty much everything buttons. So you're going to hold those down, and I will say that those are kind of hard to push. because they are tiny buttons and they're not all that tactile. You really have to push quite hard on those. So it looks like we got blue there, so hopefully that means that they're turned on. See if we can get those connected up. Okay, so they're connected to each other, so I can actually hear them saying that they're connected to each other. And then hopefully I'll see it up here because I know that it works quite well. It's a lot harder to do when you're not actually listening to them, because they actually give you voice commands on here. So let's see if we can get that hooked up. There they are. Okay, so go ahead and pair them. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to hold each of these down at the same time for 3.5 seconds. Like I said, that button is pretty hard to push. And the left earbud, again, is going to be your main earbud. So when you are listening or using phone calls, the left earbud is where you're going to get all of the volume from. So actually I have these switched. This is the left, this is the right. All right, so the left earbud is the one you're going to get all the sound out of. You're not going to get stereo sound. Only during music will you get stereo sound, but the sound quality is quite good. So 3 hours of battery life, excellent sound quality. They are very small. They will barely stick out of your ears. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that as well. But with that being said, I'm going to set these off to the side and just kind of compare these to other ones. So these are actually probably the closest thing I would say to the Jabees BTwins here. So these are 90 bucks. And these are from a company called OneStart. So there you go. I did a review of these just about a week ago. And again, these are 80 bucks. And you can see these are almost, I mean, very similar design with these two. I would say in a lot of ways, these are almost identical, but these are definitely smaller. And the other thing I like about these a little bit more is how easy it is to pop them into the case. Whereas with these, you have to find the connectors and just get them in there just right. So you're talking about 80 bucks versus $90 versus $100 between the two. So these are 90, those are 100. But other than that little minor detail with the charging case and these being a little bit smaller, I would say they're almost identical. Sound quality is pretty much identical. Everything else very similar, but I do like the Jabees just a little bit more because they're a little easier to use. We do also have these, so these are probably ideal for somebody who is a runner. These are from Mason Tech. These are the X1s. So these are only 45 bucks, or at least last I looked, these were only 45 bucks. And I'll leave a link down in the description for all of these. But yeah, running 45 bucks on Amazon. And the downfall of these ones, first of all, they give you much better battery life. You're looking at like 5 hours of battery life, but they don't have a charging case. You can see that they magnetically charge right here with a cord. So there's a cord that has a magnetic connector there to connect these. And so better battery life. Obviously, really good for active, but they look kind of goofy. They're kind of big, but I do like these a lot as well. So those ones are only 45 bucks. You can also pick up something like this. These are good for casual listening. These are the Q29s. There's a ton of companies. I also did a review for these from SoundPeats. These are from another company, which I'll put up a review for eventually. Basically the exact same thing though. The Q29s, excellent sound quality out of those as well. And then the last ones, these are actually the ones that I got the most recent. These are from a company out of Ann Arbor. These are the Aurora Ascend. So I'm not going to put out my full review for these for probably about another week, but these things are fantastic. I haven't been able to run with them yet, so we'll see how those work out for that. But all those will be down in the description if you're interested in purchasing any of those. But I can definitely recommend the Jabees. I think the sound quality is excellent. The build quality is excellent. I really like the charging case they come with. Huge number of ear tip options that you have. Super simple to use. I would say the biggest downfall for me is just how hard these buttons are to push here. And then the Bluetooth distance. So the connectivity between these two earbuds is pretty good, but the distance you can get away from your device is kind of limited, which is why I think they give you all of those directions for keeping it in your left pocket, because again, the left is the main earbud. With these. So that works really well for like running with my Gear Fit 2 because they stay connected to that real well because I wear it on my left wrist. So, you know, the connection distance they say 10 meters, and I'm going to say it's probably only more like 5 to 7 meters. So that is maybe the biggest downfall, is the distance you can get away from whatever device you're connected to isn't all that great. But anyways, I think they're excellent. Check them out. Link down in the description. Thanks for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.